Yeah, it started anyway. Fine. So in the last session, we focused on two major activities. One is what? Router transformation, where like how to route the data from one input link to multiple output links, right? So yeah, so with the filter, we use LC ladder. With the router, it works like what? Switch decision statement in any programming language. So in ChatGPT, we have done it day for yesterday, but in data integration, we have done it yesterday. So that part we focused. So we understood the difference, right? With filter, what we get it. With router, what we get it, right? After that, we talked about sorter transformation, which is going to help us to arrange the data in what? Ascending or descending order. So we have done that. Yeah. So yes, so we spent a lot of time to make it work. So like for example, we got many times error messages, right? So to fix it, we tried the different probable options. And remember, one of the main options that we learned yesterday was in case, in case if you are trying to troubleshoot the issues which is produced by one of the possible option to get to the endpoint, right? In case if you don't get that, what we could do is we can also ask for what? Alternate solution, right? Alternate code. So that way also we could able to get it. And one more thing which we learned was, let us say there it will throw in which line there is an error, right? Now we need to know the line numbers. How to generate the line number for each code, right? For each line in the code, right? We have also asked for it. We got the line numbers. We understood which line has got a problem. Yes or no? Like sort function, right? After that, we try to fix it. You know, that's one more thing we understood yesterday. Yeah. So which means what? We can we tried with what? Iterative way of supplying the input. We have also tried by supplying the complete text as input to meet your requirement. I think we talked about both of them. Now on today's session, we'll try to extend that. I think we have also talked about how to remove the duplicate records. Yeah. Remember, guys, these words, right? It is better to use general words. We should not use specific to what? Some tools or some pre-built applications. Remember, because see, we are trying to build a solution where our assumption is what? We don't know anything. Remember this. We don't know database. We don't know programming language. We don't know external tools. So that is the input here. So as I said earlier, without knowing anything, we can still able to build a solution. Remember that. From that perspective, I'm trying to give what? Inputs. Remember, guys, if anybody is a beginner to this industry, right, they themselves also can work on it. But experienced people, okay, they can work on. That's why I've not used specific words like a distinct or whatever, right? I've used generic words like a remove or whatever, right? They're the generic words, right? So that's a distinct. We use it in database, and same thing we can also use it in what? Data integration, like ISS data integration, right? So I've not used it because that's not our target, right? We don't care like what other applications are doing. We care about what we get of what based on our request. That is our ultimate goal, right? So that's it. Yeah. So now today we will talk about other transformation, which is going to be what? Aggregator transformation. Why we are trying to talk about aggregator? Because once you could able to sort the data, right? We can take output of that will be taken as input to aggregator to perform sorting. That's a one view. Without sorted data also, right? We can still perform aggregation, but it would take longer time to execute it. Remember, guys, that's only one difference. Yeah. Now, let us try to get into the practical examples. Yeah. So let me take what you call whatever data that we have just got it earlier, right? So we are trying to going to make use of the same thing. For example, this is a code that we generated. I don't know. I think this one, right? I've just copied the notepad. This is done. Yeah. Yeah. One thing which we did not discuss was how to capture rejected records. So that part I think we did not discuss. First, let's focus on what we call, yeah, rejects here. We have rejected records. Yes. Fine. So now let us say we need to capture the rejected records within ChatGPT. Yeah. Let me clear this. And paste. Fine. Yeah. Can you see, guys, here? So normal target, one or more, and rejected ones. Both we are trying to capture. Reject is based on what? Unwanted records or the records which does not meet our expectation. That we know, right? So here, remove duplicates part, we know it, and then reading data from a file, we know that. Writing data, we have also understood that. Then rejection part. So that's it. So we can see what you call multiple targets. So rejected records plus normal sorted data with remove duplicates. Yeah. Fine. So now let us try to copy and paste and see whether we get it or not. So which is rejected records dot py. Yeah. Now let's try to yes. Yeah. So which is Python, right? Target slash rejected records. Yes. Yeah. Now we can see in a separate target, rejects have been captured. So and just search for yes, latest ones. This is a reject one. You know, based on what? Based on what?
No, 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 not. You guys can meet tomorrow, but no.
These are normal records. You know? So normal records, right? 817. Yes. These are
Like
normal records.
Sulaiman late పడుకున్నాము
So this, yeah, we
నాకైతే
can see 6 rows, right? Distinct rows, 6 rows, right?
బాస్కెట్ బాల్ ఆడుతున్నాడు
Now leftover records are rejected records which are captured here.
అడే స్టెప్స్
So let's
దగ్గర ఇట్లా
open
కొడుతున్నాడు బందన్
the source data. So let us
ఎంత కంట్రోల్ చేసుకుందామన్నా కోపం వస్తుంది స్వామి
so fine. So I've just muted Suresh. Fine. Now let us try to get into this. I think we have seen that. Let's get source data here. Go to source SAQ1. Yeah, here if you look at here, right? 4 plus 3, 7 rows. Then from this we are trying to get what distinct rows or unique rows, right? So we can see here 1, 2. These are the same things, right? Yes or no? Exactly same, row wise also. But this one and this one, they are what? Distincts or unique rows. So these two things we could able to see over here. This one and also this. But one is left over, right? Which is what? Whatever. Leftover thing. That we should get it in rejects. That's what we can see here. So which means we can also capture rejected records because we should not lose data, right? That is our goal. Yeah. Through some means we need to capture. Later on, either stewards or business analysts or people who have got deeper knowledge and data, they would take a call like what to be done for the rejected records. So that's why it's always advisable to capture the rejected records in a separate output link. Yeah. Fine. So that's it. How do you do it within this what data integration, guys? So you can just go here and select as a data integration. Yeah. So we can one we can specify what I call condition to capture, and second we got a default option right in router. In that we could able to capture. I think we have done default group, right? We know that. Yeah. Now let's focus on another topic, which is going to be what can we perform aggregation based on what the generated code. Yeah. So let us say this is a code that we got it right. So I'll just copy and paste this particular input. What we are trying to do, perform the count, which is one of the aggregation operations. So let us try to perform by using data integration tool. Then same thing, we'll do it by using what ChatGPT. Hmm, fine. So let's take source. We are using same source base to understand the features. Source file connection. Yes. So text and data. So these fields are same C1, C2, C3. Now let's use aggregator transformation. So here input fields are same and group by. Remember, guys, in order to perform aggregation, right, we have to have two things here. One, we need to use one column or more than one column as a group by column. For example, so group set of letter records belonging to one particular department or get sum of salary drawn specific to one department. Which means for each department we can get some salary award or get all the employees belonging to the relevant department. These are the examples where we use what? Aggregation. Right now, let us say in this sample data, we are using what? C1 column as a group by column. Yeah. And remember, guys, best practice is what? If you want to perform any group by operations, usually we use what? Numeric data, especially for sum, average. Yes, sir, they are purely numeric based mathematical functions. But others is okay, first, last, and all. We can use it for some other time. Yeah. So now we need to use the column or columns which will be used for the calculation. That's where aggregate property can be seen here. So click on plus and specify that's a count result, right? We are, let's say we are trying to focus on the count belonging to each group. For example, in our sample data, if you open that, we got same value for C1, right? 1, 1, and 1. If you try to calculate the count based on group by C1, we should get against 1, count 3, 4, 1, 7, 1, space 2 or whatever, right? So that's what we should get it. Let us see whether we are going to get it by using aggregated transformation or not. The count will be normally integer and say okay. Yeah. So that's it. Now we need to use appropriate aggregated function or group by function. Yeah. So let's go to built-in functions. So we can see separate category, aggregate category. In that we can see count function. So count could be based on any column. Let's say we are using C2 column. That's it. Which means what? We are using C1 for group by, C2 for calculation. That's it. It's as simple as that. Say okay. Right? Now on top of that, we can also see advanced properties. I think I was trying to talk about it earlier. Remember, guys, we can perform aggregation with pre-sorted input, yeah, but we can enable this if it is already sorted. If we try to enable, though it's not sorted explicitly, you'll get to see error. Let us see that anyway. And then remember, guys, if you want to perform either sorting or aggregation, we have to have a intermediate space or intermediate storage medium to perform aggregation. For example, cache directory by default will be pointing to what? $PM cache. If you look at this particular agent, right, where you will have pre-built location where the intermediate cache files will be stored. Let's say we are focusing on data integration server. Then within that data, under that we can see cache folder. This is where it will generate what? Intermediate cache files. So like in Power Center, you guys would have seen that if you know it. So but forget about it. Even if you don't know, it's fine. So this concept is same, guys, in local ETL tools or cloud-based ETL tools. So now we are focusing on cloud-based one. Yeah. So that's it. That's what you call property of cache. Then remember, by default, this particular data integration service would make use of default data cache size, default index cache size to perform aggregation because index cache size will be used for group by and data cache size will be used for column or columns, which will be used for calculation. So which means one, depending upon amount of data that we have, right? So we can have corresponding data cache size, which can be configured here. I'll talk about how to calculate the data cache size. When you talk about performance tuning techniques, you'll be knowing it. Once we know the cache size, data cache size, right? Then you'll get what? Performance effective results. Yeah. So there is a formula, or we can also build our own custom formula to come up with what? Data cache size calculation. Or we can parameterize, supply the parameter name, and the value can be supplied external to this particular aggregated transformation. So it is better not to hard code here. Supply parameter name and the value can be populated by using script and populate parameter file. Then that number will be used as input to perform aggregator, corresponding group by operation. Similarly, index. Index is a marginal thing we don't use much, but data cache is going to be the important thing. This for all input so that we know it similar to in the ETL tools. Yeah. And now let us apply the target. So remember, guys, so we need to understand each and every piece of it with practical examples or with at least theoretical in a logical sense. Yeah? So then we can just build the solution with more or less closer to 100% of accuracy. So now let us try to supply what? This aggregator, right? Yeah. So aggregator count we are trying to do, get the target. Fine. And then say okay. That's it. So now let us try to save it. Mapping underscore aggregator. In that we are trying to focus on count. That's it. Now run this. Yeah. So meantime, if you have any questions, please drop this.
Hello, sir. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
Ravi.
So
I,
yes,
yeah,
please.
now I can hear.
Yes. Try to refresh it. Yes. See, it got failed. So we can see why it got failed. Expecting keys for ascending or descending. So we did not specify that. So let's go to group by C1, right? So we got C1 as a string, yeah, and aggregate. So here we can see count operation. Yes or no? So group by C1. Yeah. So we can also parameterize it. Yeah. Can you see here? Because why we got this error, guys? Can you guess? Because we asked for pre-sorted input. Yes or no? Yes or no? It means it's asking for because of this we are getting it. Yeah. If we take out because we have not sorted right before we get into the aggregated transformation. That's why we got that error. Now we just taken out. Now it will work. See here, affecting what keys, which is not configured.
Sir, I'm not able to hear you.
Okay, I'm just waiting for this to get over. Yeah, now
Yeah.
it is completed. So we could able to see the result in the target, which is aggregation count, right? See, we got it. So against space, there's only one, and with one, there are three rows. So that's what we saw: one, two, and three. With a space, last one is a space, right? So we can see only one, yeah, which is first one, right? And four, there's only one. Seven, there's only one. Empty, there's only one. That's it. So this is how we can perform the count, right? Now, if you want to convert this space to one, like trimming, if you try to perform trimming, right, by using expression transformation within data integration, we can do it. In that case, we'll get two records in this one and this one. After trim, it will be empty, right? Empty, empty. That'll be two. Yeah? That's what by default we can perform in coding if you want it. Yeah. So let us try get into what you call ChatGPT. Yeah? So go to ChatGPT here. Yeah. Now we are going to perform the same thing. Modify the above code to perform count within what aggregation. Yeah? Based on C1 column as group by column. That's it. Say execute. Yeah. So can you see C1 value appended to the output line before writing to the target file. Yeah. So now let us see whether we are going to get the count or the expected count in the target or not. So this way it's trying to calculate the count. Yeah. So let us copy and paste. Yes. Let me see. Cell supply here. Yes. Aggregator count dot py. Right? Yes. So this is to remove duplicates, and then this is to read it, data from a file. This is to write data to a file. So yeah, and then here actual logic part will take place. Yeah, want to remove duplicates, and then second to write data to a target. Yeah. And third we can also see count here. Yeah. So let us see. We need to execute, right? Let's save this and then execute it here. What's the name again? Aggregated count, right? Yes, we got error here. What is that error? Line 5. We can ask for it. Huh? Whereas we have multiple ways, right, to make use of ChatGPT, right? Yeah. If it fixes, it's okay. Yeah. Yeah. So modify above code to perform aggregation count based on C1 as group by column. Yeah. I think we got error, right? It's line number 5 or something like that. Line number 5, yes. We'll see that. We'll try to see the error number, line number. Let us see that now. Yeah, so aggregate counts. Yeah, so that's where you'll have result. Let's see. Same error, right? Line number, right? So now we can ask for what? Line number 5, which is what? Yes, you can ask for fixing it. Tilsa will take care. Aggregate counts line number 5. Let us separate again. If it fixes, it's okay. If not, we'll see. Same error, right? Now let's go with what another way to perform this. Yeah. So because it's unable to fix it right now, write a Python code. Yeah. So to calculate aggregated count based on C1 column. Yeah. With we can specify complete C colon source slash seq1 dot txt as input file with comma separator. Yeah, comma separator and capture the count in any target. Let's say take general target. Yeah, let's see. Group by did we get group by here? Count based on C1 column. We gave only count based on C1 column. Right? Let's see. So we can ask question different ways. We still got what update copy paste. We didn't, right? We still have the same problem. Yeah. So now we can ask for the same question, yeah, in another way. Let us clear this, assume that nothing is there. Yeah. Now let's ask for, let us form this query. Yeah. Here itself we can form query. Let's say write Python code. First, read data from a file which is C colon source su underscore one dot txt. Once read it, yeah, separate the columns based on comma separator, right? And third, now fields we got it. Third, perform, yeah, perform the aggregator count with C1 as group by column, right? So group by column and capture the results in a target, which is C slash target count dot txt. Yeah. So perform the aggregator count with C1 as group by column. Yeah. So that's it. Let us see this. Yeah. Then if it doesn't work, we'll ask for alternate solution. Yeah. See now, the code is totally different from what it's produced earlier, right? See, it's trying to read data from what this file. You can see two files here. One is source, other is the target. Then we can say here, it is trying to read that as what? CSV, comma separated values, because we asked for comma for separating each field, right? Then it is reading data from a file, which is input file. Read, and then what do we call? start assuming the first C1 is the first column, which is a row zero first based on separator, right? Then open that file and write to what? A target. Let us see. It's totally different from what is produced earlier. We can see that here. See here, it is taken here. I'll just copy and paste. Yeah. This is followed in one approach. And this is totally different here. See here. Opening file, write aggregated counts, input. It's totally different from what it's produced now, right? Yes, sir. So let me copy this because this input text we can put it in some other place. Let's say here. Then let's copy this code, like ChatGPT code, to this file. Fine. Now it contains only what? CSV because we asked for comma separation, right? So there is a module called CSV imported. Earlier it was using OS module. Now it's using what? CSV module. Yeah. Now let us see whether we are going to get expected result or not. What? What is the name we give? Aggregate count, right? Aggregator count. File name, right? Yes, it is the can't open file. Oh, this is Python file. What? Aggregator name is different, guys. Okay. Aggregator count, yes. So yeah, now we got one error here, row zero. Can you see here? So likewise, we need to produce many errors. Then only we can understand what we call chart GPT, guys. Because if we go with a smooth flow, right? So fix this issue. Yeah. So smooth flow, right? You cannot understand this. Yeah. Today, that's why I'm trying to focus on too many errors. Yeah. If it doesn't fix, then we'll go with what? Some other option. Yeah. 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 Let us see this. Yeah. So, so now we can see the data got, what do you call this got changed. Now let us try to what do you call run this. So we still have got we got some other line number error, right? Row index, yeah. Index out of bounds exception, whatever, right? Yeah. Out of range. Yeah. Now we can say modify above code with some other alternate solution. Fine. Let us see. Yeah. If it doesn't work, then we can also go with some other. So like this, we can understand like what are the capabilities supported by ChatGPT. Yeah. Aggregator count. Yeah. So now it's not change. No? Okay. There's no change. So fix the issue. We'll also fixing this option. If it doesn't fix the just copy and paste. Yeah, fix the above error. Let's see. So this also has to try with the tail and error, guys. Though we give right because to look for the data what is available on the internet. Yeah. So sometimes it will not fix. Then we need to go with some other alternative option. That's it. Aggregator count. Yeah. Same error. And now see here how complicated this. If it doesn't fix, no, then we need to look for some other. Yeah. So build above code based on other Python yeah, module to calculate count of similar records based on from C1 call. C1. Fine. Let's see. See, now it's using what some other module. Yeah. Because that whatever mod it's using, right? It is not producing the result of what we expect. So then go for what? Some other alternative option. Yeah. Copy and paste. And then try to run it. Yeah. Yeah. See here. Now it is completed. So now we could able to see the count. Yeah. See, we got it. So under one, we got what within value one, right? There are three records, right? And 4171 space. See, it is trim. We got only one in the space, right? Other empty record, it is just ignored. Yeah. So that's wherever you have valid data, right? Only for those valid records only we have got what you call the count. Yeah. So that's it. See how many ways we tried, guys. We tried to fix the issue which is produced by ChatGPT several times. It could not able to fix it with a CSV module and also voice module. Then we asked for what? Use some other module to fix it. So it is using what? Pandas module. Voice failed, CSV failed, Pandas successful. That's it. See, even code also, it is very simple because Pandas is a very complicated module in Python which can be used to perform complex mathematical calculations. Especially, we use this module to deal with what? Financial operations. Yeah. So, especially like stock market or investment banking or retail banking, whatever, where um, there is going to be a lot of financial calculations. So that's where we use pandas. See, pandas with pandas, it's very simple. Input output. It is reading data from input file and then start performing the aggregation based on C1 column. See how easy is this and dumping. So which means only it is using only these two lines to calculate what count. That's it. Yeah. Clear, guys? Yes or no? So which means with a simple module, it could not able to perform what we call what we expect. With complicated module, which is a pandas, it could able to perform the count. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, Suresh, you have any question?
No, 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 sir.
Fine. So now I think it's clear, right? Yes or no? Same result we got, right? With whatever we got it with what you call data integration tool. Same thing we could able to see here with respect to count. Yeah. Now let us try to perform other aggregation operation, which is going to be what? Max or sum or average, whatever, and see whether we could able to perform that by using ChatGPT or not. Yeah. Let us try to. Yeah, we can extend this itself. Yeah. So let's choose what? Another aggregator here for the same input. Fine. And then here let's say group by same thing, which is C1. Aggregate based on what? Column 2. Yeah, let's say we'll be using what? Sum. Yeah, sum result based on, let's say sum normal it will be the double or decimal, right? So that's it. Yeah. Now sum based on what? C2 column, right? Yes or no? Because one column will be used for group by, one or more columns will be used for the calculation. That's a common thing for aggregation, right? So now let us see, yeah, whether we have sum or not. Sum is there based on what? C2 column. So now let us see whether we are going to get the expected result in the target. So we'll use what? Another target to capture some result. Yeah. So likewise, we'll try to make it more complicated, guys. In the sense, like today we produce many errors, right? Now let us see which one is this some result, right? I'll just put here aggregator some result text. Select invalid. Huh? Why? Let's see. Aggregator column. Some we are trying to perform based on string. So what we need to do? One we can convert, or second we can change the type from the source. Yeah. So let's go to fields, yeah, and select this column. Go to options, edit metadata, and change the type from. That's integer also fine. Yeah. This also we can change. So because or let string only. Group by could be anything. Calculation we are using numeric calculation, right? That is why we got error. Yeah. Now it's fine. Yeah. Yeah. So try to refresh this. So we got 10 rows. Yeah. So as part of this, yeah, we are using sum, right? Let's see. But because there are two targets, right? First target, you can see 5 rows as output. Second target, 4 rows as output. Yeah. Now let us result. Sum result. Sum within one, right? We got 38. Let us take source data. One, right? Here we got a 3. Here we got second column, right? 2 plus 18, 20 plus 18, 38. So we should get 38 as a result over here. Yes, we got 38, right? Yes or no? So space, we got same data. We don't have much more than one count, right? So output is equal to input. For example, here C2 value 2, here also 2. Here C2 value 5, here is also 5. Here C2 value is 8, 8. That's it, yeah. So here 82, here 82. That's it. So this is how we can calculate what you call sum based on aggregated transformation. Yeah. So this is done. Yeah. Clear, guys, to everyone. Like what we could do it in. We'll try to perform the same thing by using what ChatGPT. Yeah, go to ChatGPT. Extend. Let's see here itself. See, we are doing the same thing, right? Here also, we are trying to perform. We just modified the existing mapping to perform this sum, right? Let us try to do the same thing with ChatGPT. Extend the above code to perform sum aggregation, yeah, sum aggregation and capture the result in separate target. I'll just put here separate target, which is I'll put here C target slash sum dot txt. Hmm? Let's see. Yes, if you look at here, guys, aggregation result, it is trying to what capturing some other target. So let us say that what is this is a target file, and some operation is already done here, and we can see separate output file. Yeah. Write some aggregation result and count also. See, we are trying to replicate the same thing, like what we could able to do by using what data integration tool. So that's what normally customers. This is what we have with the existing data integration tool. Show me the same thing with the chat GPT. That's what I'm trying to what you call perform the similar things. Yeah. So or else I can also what you call explain just by using chat GPT. But what is what would be the base to compare, right? That's why I'm using this particular one of the data integration tool as a base to compare. Yeah. And compare with respect to results, with respect to performance tuning, with respect to performance, with respect to the usage of it, right? Three of them we are trying to perform here. Yeah. Now let us take this code, which is generated by ChatGPT. Yeah. Yeah. Copy code, and then let us save as aggregation count and sum, right? File also we are trying to give some other file name. Yeah. Or we could give same thing. It's also fine. Yeah. So one extra line is coming, right? One is this, and second is this. Rest is same. Yeah, that's why we ask for extend. Yeah, now let us see. Which is what same file name here. No? Count sum, right? Fine. It is completed. Now let us see the result. So sum is the result. See, we got the same thing, right? 38. Rest is anyway same because we have got only one set of or the three records in the same group. So we got the result as what? 38. Yeah. Now let's modify the code. That modification we have not done it, right? Let us change or let's add one more record over here. One, yeah, let it be same data or let's put 10. Yeah, fine. And see what we are going to get it after running it. Chat GPT will see. Then look at the result in the target. See, we got 38 plus 10, right? 48. Now, you can also run this data integration. Here also will get, you should get the similar result. So, which means what? Your key thing that we learned here was today how to come up with what aggregation calculation with one of the module which gives us the right result. OS module and CSV module, from those two modules, we have not got the expected result. So we asked for alternate solution by using other modules. Yeah, or without model also you can just ask for it. It will produce. Yeah. Yeah. Let us try to refresh. We got 10 rows. Now we can see what is the target we have there. This one I think. You see here we got 48. That's it. Result is exactly same, guys. There's no change. Yeah. But here one extra thing is doing here is also capturing source data plus some result. Right. This is the one thing. But we are not capturing what you call source data in Python. If you want, we can also produce. But anyway, we don't need that. Yeah. And other count part, I think extra because 4, right? So we can see it here 4. And similarly, ChatGPT, I think we have not checked that count. In this, it's 4. This is ChatGPT result. So that's it. See, this is a expected thing. For C1, what is the count and what is the sum? You know? So we are capturing separate target. If you want to capture same target, separate column, we can also do it. You know? So that's it, guys, about like how to perform another aggregation. So we can also ask for, let's say, extend above code to perform what max C2 based on group by C1 and capture the result in C colon. I'm trying to use C colon target slash sum dot txt as separate output column. Fine, that's it. Now let us see. And let's use the same thing. Can you see, guys? We are trying to put both two things, sum and max. Yes, it is done. Now let us see. This is a chat GPT, right? So here, which one we are using here? Sum. Yeah, can you see here? Now we got count 48. Sorry, sum here 48. Max, whatever max we have out of within this each group. So 18 is the maximum. Yeah. So that's it. So now with this, we could able to capture multiple target columns in the same target file. Earlier, we captured some in one and count in another target. So this way, we could able to what we call append the results of multiple columns in the same target file. If you want, you can also change names of columns. Yeah, like sum C2, max C2, whatever. Yeah, we can do it. Now, how do you do it in this tool? Same way, can we do it or not? Yeah. So answer is what? Let's say we are using same aggregator, same group by, but different aggregation functionality. Let's say here max based on C2 column and capture in what separate output port with double time. So go here, select max based on C2. Save, okay, right? So this way we can capture sum and max in the same target. Yeah? So it all depends, guys. Some customers they expect aggregation results in separate targets. Some they will expect in the same target. So I'm trying to show both of them. Yeah. Yeah. Any questions, guys, from anybody? And click on refresh. We got the same count. Let us try to see the result in the target. Some result, right? Can you see yet? We got 48 and 18. Same result, right? As we got it in what? ChatGPT. Yeah. So max C2. So and then we got 18. Rest same because we don't have any similar records. Yeah. So that's it, guys. Like how to perform aggregation based on what C1 as a group by C for calculation. That's it about aggregation stuff. Yeah. So I hope we got the clarity like how to perform. Today I planned for some more thing. This is done. Yes, we can also go with what take sorted input data as in what you call as a prerequisite for aggregation. Like what you could see as part of this sorted input we have seen it in aggregated transformation advanced. So for that we need to use sorted transformation, then followed by aggregator. That will be able to fix it. Yeah, we'll do that in the next session. Plus, we'll also talk about other transformations with bit complex calculations. Yeah? We are going in what incremental way of learning this ChatGPT by comparing with data integration, guys. Yeah? I'll talk about profiling and also quality stuff as we go on. Fine. Okay. So if you have any questions, you can shoot out, or else we'll stop for the day. Mr. Ramesh, you have something to say?
No, sir, I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay. So if there are no questions, we'll stop here, guys. We'll continue from here Monday. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks
sure,
to
sir.
Sridhar
Happy.
and all.
Thank you, sir.
And bye.
Yes.
Yeah.